nation together. 33 minutes past of 12 o'clock, and it's Thursday, 7th of August,
Friday Eve
2025. Good afternoon, members. Good afternoon, Trinidad. It's one of those wet days.
Wet.
This is one day that most people
This is a day. Nah, we
love
had
to stay home and call in sick.
You had to throw on the Sunday voice for that. This is the kind of weather for intimacy. The time to call your boss and say, I'm not coming to work today. I can't see. Nothing's wrong with my eyes. But I just can't see myself coming to work today.
10 toes.
A strong and better nation.
I'm not doing one today.
Your speakers of the house, Anderson.
And the doctor Hashim the Dream on this rainy Thursday afternoon.
It's definitely the Street Council and we are in session. Taking you guys straight to 4 p.m. today. Got to say good afternoon going out to all our members locked on YouTube,
That's
Facebook,
right.
our websites. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that you will never miss any of the action right here on the Street 919 FM and most importantly, the Street Council.
So much of things that we need to see about.
So many things we have to see about, talk about.
I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well.
And it's our check-in hour.
Only way.
So we invite you guys to call in and check in with us.
Put in more effort and less.
Check
Let's
in with
know
us.
exactly what the weather is
More than
doing to you.
What kind of mood are you trying to set for this weather?
I
Would you like to make a phone call
I am seeing the mood that you are trying to set.
to someone today?
that is
Next minute you get a phone call and you have to run out of here.
I cannot run out of here.
Okay, alright, sir.
I am on the clock. But if you're hearing the sound of my voice and would like to send me some love, Maraval Road is the address. I'll get the number for you. 342-0081 466-5391. Bootylicious, call me.
What trouble is this, boy? What trouble is this, boy? Anybody wants to drop any lunch for me? I have no issues. I don't know about Hashim.
Oh, I would love
I'm in
a
that
box
mood
of
right now. I
lunch.
could do with something nice.
Yes. Something filling, you know? Preferably made with love.
home and do some.
Or at least delivered with love.
Instead of staying out.
This rain have you in a different sort of mood for real?
I'm not in a mood,
Let me
Papa
say that.
Andy. I'm just trying to set a mood
Okay, alright.
for our listeners out there. You know we talk a lot of heavy things on the council. So this afternoon, given that it's a wet Thursday, why not send them home in a different kind of mood, you know?
We also getting ready for cricket action happening tomorrow.
That's right. This rain needs to let up before then.
Well, probably the rain, it will rain all that it has to today. And hopefully we'll get some good sunshine tomorrow to see the West Indies take on Pakistan to the Brian Lara.
Do you have any...
in Taruba.
Have you prepared any remedies for the team?
Still working on it, But I wish them all the best tomorrow. Can't really predict just yet exactly what would transpire. But we wait to see, yeah? I hope that all of you at least are able to get your lunch. I saw a person still moving around. Saw persons moving around without an umbrella too. People, please don't let this rain wet you and you get sick.
Don't do that.
I know some of these ladies, I saw them walking without any umbrella and so forth. And I don't know if it's because they probably have on a weave that they believe that is enough protection. Please, still don't
I don't know any woman. But I don't know any woman like that. Walking in the bare rain with weave?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
That must mean they didn't pay for it.
Well,
must be, because any self-respecting woman I know would never let that happen. Rain on a weave? No. No.
So get your lunch, keep dry. Persons who own a vehicle, please remember to try and protect your vehicle as much as possible. Secure it. For the one system, I would advise you guys, please get an alarm system, as we realize that if it's one thing for sure, it is that persons are still trying their best to vandalize your belongings, steal your cars. I saw a video of someone trying to steal someone's car. He felt it with a couple stones to see if the alarm will trip off. He decided to go and open the front door, and yes, the alarm went off, and he ran off. So you know, please secure your vehicles as best as you can. Don't take any chance at all.
Concentrate. Come, let us sit and try.
I would say if you're trying to secure, double secure. I know certain people also have some internal lock mechanisms for their gear sticks.
Right.
Yeah, so usually they would lock that as well. Yeah, I don't know. And I think there's also one for steering wheels as well. Yeah, so just in case, guys, you know, you can never be too safe. You're already paying the bank back, what, $2,500 a month to pay off this car?
2,500 plus.
Plus, for some of you, a lot of y'all roll around in MGs and new Hyundais, and you've seen the new Rovers and such. Yeah. So you don't do your due diligence. Don't,
I mean,
don't
if you're dusting, you're cream producing, then
pause.
All means, you go ahead and you live. But
Success is working hard.
Don't risk it.
Tree we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress.
And you guys know how this weather is already, right? This weather brings
more than ever we must show
the element of a very wet road. That little oil that is settling on the pitch and so forth as well. So take your time. You're going to definitely reach. Just take your time, all right?
Arrive alive.
No need to be speeding today.
hand in hand.
Or any day.
At all.
Our life.
But especially on a day like this.
Brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
I saw someone like they got a flat on Beetham while I was heading here, and I saying to myself, today is one of those days is the worst day to get a flat on. I mean, besides it being the Beetham, this rain, boy, you know, it's like I had to come out in the rain to change your tire.
That's rough.
You had to come out, you had to open the trunk,
So much
you had to take out the jack, the spear.
If you have the manual jack, that's going to take longer.
Plus, if you wasn't prepared,
Your good work clothes.
You don't have on a hoodie or something. That's oh Lord.
And you're staying in your good work clothes on the Beetham Gardens.
I don't know. Would I turn around?
Yes.
In my work.
I would turn around. I would turn around.
After changing that tire. You're soaking wet.
I would personally struggle. I would literally push my vehicle at the very least to the Maritime Junction or the overpass, depending on which direction we're going.
You'll push it? You know
not push,
distance?
not push, but like drive slow.
Okay. But you know, sometimes that just cause more damage than...
Sometimes, but just for precautions. Precautions.
Because I know
shout out to
who drove on flat and
special good afternoon
distance, and because they drove on a flat, you know, they could have saved the tire, but because they drove on it, it wasn't thing. Yeah, they couldn't save it. Shame. And right now, you know, tires are
a few hundred for one.
Yeah. I think it's almost like $300 and something per side.
Sir, it's more than that. It's more than that in certain places.
Well, correct. All depends on the size that you're...
Fresh and brand new tires is at least 5.
Wow.
At least.
I guess it all depends on the profile and all of that too, and the size of your rim and all of these different things. I say that is the main. You know, you gotta keep your car intact.
Yep.
Because there are persons like Mr. Sanka out there that will definitely give you a ticket for a smooth tire. Or for a broken windscreen. As we mentioned yesterday. We're living in a ticket world. So
ticket world indeed.
Be careful.
How many tickets you think he will make in the next 6 months?
You never know, he might decide to try and beat his own record. Why not?
In case you missed it yesterday, folks, you know, we had a brief discussion about Mr. Hollerstrain awarding an officer for 1,400 tickets distributed in 6 months. He's still writing? What number he on?
He look like he fall asleep. Hey, wake up!
Anyway, if one officer can distribute well over 1,000 tickets in 6 months, ladies and gentlemen, please just take your time on the road, because you never know who's gonna be out there trying to beat that record. Right? Don't say Uncle the Dream didn't try to warn you.
On a rainy day like this, what do you feel to snack on? What food do you eat on a rainy day? Some persons might say a soup, a nice hot.
No, on a day like this, I cannot give them wrong. A soup would be very nice right now. It is when they eat soup on a blazing hot day. That is the part that has confused me, Papa Anderson. But that seems to be a Caribbean tradition. A blazing hot Caribbean afternoon, smack jab in the middle of Java, and what you want in your belly is a hot soup. And the theory is that the heat from the soup will cool down the air around you, and you'll feel less hot. I never hear more logic in my life. That logic is about as sound as Hollerstrain.
Members, what do you eat on a day like this? What is a good recipe? What do you feel to snack on a rainy day? Do you stay indoor? Do you go outdoors? Is it one of those days to, probably as soon as you leave work, you go home and you Netflix and chill?
In short, this is
probably leave work early.
Let us forget spice.
Now that's one thing that I think a lot of persons love to hear, especially if they're at work and it starts to rain. They hoping that employer will just say, well, you know, it have bad weather, we'll close up early today. But them employers, I think, in the minority, yeah?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And As much as employees would enjoy that, you see, if I was a customer and I know you close 4:30, and I roll up to the building and it lock, and somebody say, "Well, you close at 2." Depending on the day I've had, you might find a pebble in your front door the following morning. Depending on the day,
they have a good reason for closing early. They may have had a good reason for closing early.
The weather?
Could be.
Every person in the office went home to soak?
Could be the weather.
I refuse to believe everybody had.
So let's just say that they had an electrical issue within the area. You weren't aware of that. You wouldn't have been aware of that. So
yeah, put a notice on the door.
But you still said that when you approach the door, you realize it closed. But if you see
no. If I see the notice,
all right. So you see the notice.
Then cool.
Due to the weather.
Due to inclement weather.
We had to close early.
You gotta give me a little better excuse than that.
Wow.
I might kick you though.
I think you are shares, yes? You have to have shares in the people place.
Depending on how sound the reasoning is, cooler heads will prevail. But at least throw a notice up on the donor. At the very least. You know? The most I could do is suck my teeth and walk off.
I'm seeing that today was the funeral service of the grandmother who lost her life.
Oh, wow.
You know, in Matura. Tara. You know, condolences again going out to her family and friends.
I had to send some condolences to some people back home. One of my good DJ friends lost his sister yesterday. Ooh. Smack dab in the middle of, you know, the festivities. It was definitely, and he just came off of having a good, some successful fets. He was throwing some successful fets this season. Yeah, so I just want to send my condolences out to him, man. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough out there, guys. Cherish life. Cherish life. Don't spend all of it complaining on who's in the office and who's in parliament and all them things. There's more life to live. Cherish it with people that you care about.
I saw that also Gary Hunt. He is the new Angostura chair. So congratulations going out to him.
Okay. Nice.
As they continue, as our government continue to select persons to be part of boards and so forth. I mean, it's 5 years, So obviously there would be a lot of changing around. A lot of furniture might be removed and replaced.
Some offices refurbished.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah, adjustments have to be made to obviously make sure that they are able to perform in the way that they would like to.
This also goes for every Trinbagonian.
Some police cars need to buy, or
well, I think that the Honorable Prime Minister would have put a pause on the purchasing of new vehicles and so forth. Because, you know, I think as she said that, you know, there were other pressing matters.
More than ever, we must.
And I totally agree.
Oh, no wonder Mr. Strain gave out an award, because look at the money Mr. Officer brought in. If anything, they have something in reserve.
Well, you know, that's like counting your chickens before it hatch, eh?
And when have we ever not done that?
That's like, you know, yes, we calculate it and we say that it might be that amount, but you don't know how much would be contested, how much persons might just refuse to even pay anything at all. And you know, the system is here. As much as, because there are persons literally walking around right now, driving around right now, who have tickets that have passed the expiry date, and they don't care. Persons who license driver's permit have expired, and you're seeing them behind a steering wheel, up and down the place. And again,
granted, those licenses do have a grace period to renew, eh?
And it's all because that aspect of the law is not being enforced properly. And police and them need to pull up by persons' homes and knock on the door and ask them why they haven't paid the ticket. And if they had to drag them, you know.
People done ducking Jehovah's Witness, now they had to duck police too.
Let them do what they have to do, yes. Let them do what they have to do.
What?
I also saw that the U.S. Embassy, you know, they had made it a bit easier in the aspect of renewal of visas and so forth, where you could have sent in your documents, and you would have obviously been able to get back a new visa. However, if it is that they had any sorts of questions or anything, they would have probably mentioned to you that you would have had to come in for an interview. But now they are saying, I think from September 2nd, that will be no more. Everybody would have to come in for an interview. So you see, things just keeps changing, you know.
The pressure is getting worse.
Mr. Trump has also said that 100% tariff on computer chips and so forth. What are we gonna do?
Right now, go home because it's raining. We have some bills to pay, guys. So let's take that pause for cause and come back and jump into things.
views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of The Street 919 FM.
All rise, all rise. The Street Council is now in session on The Street 919 FM. Your speakers of the house, Anderson and Hashim.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget fights and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah. Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on The Street 919 FM.
Just 4 minutes past the hour of 1 o'clock in the nation's capital. Good afternoon again, Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon to all our members. To all our members locked on YouTube, Facebook, and our website. Good afternoon. Don't forget, guys, to share. Tell a friend to tell a friend, auntie, uncle, nenen, friend, boyfriend, cousin, that the Street Council is live on the Street 919 FM. And try to relate. I'm seeing here that there is, with all the rainfall, actually persons in Mayara and Rio Claro are under water already.
Oh, wow.
Ah, boy. I mean, this rain started like late last night.
Very well, yeah. Early hours of this morning, if you really want to be.
Well, I mean,
at least on my ends.
Yeah, I heard it like late. I know that yesterday we had a bit of showers.
It was drizzling a bit here and there.
Intermittents here and there. But definitely from last night into this morning and this afternoon, there have been a lot of rainfall. And as usual, I know if it is that you're living in prone areas that flood and so forth, those areas like Mayaro and Rio Claro, they are areas that obviously take a lot of water very quickly. I'm not too sure about the tide though, if that is one of the reasons why they are already underwater. But please, persons, if you know that you live in an area that is prone to to flooding, please check, call home, see if everything is okay. If it is that you have to leave work, do so, because definitely we want to make sure that you reach home safely, yeah? Do not go through waters that you can't see anything. You may just put yourself at more harm. To persons who love to drive through flood waters, these drivers, again, please.
I don't understand how y'all could see the flood videos on the news or online. Those things go viral. Y'all see that and then still go ahead and put God at your thought and say, hey, I could make it. And the crazy thing is usually be a lot of y'all with low cars. Not high pickup trucks.
I recently saw some new vehicles being sold, and the reason why they were being sold is because they said they got flooded out. Some of them, they were actually saying that they're going to scrap. One of them actually was a Honda Vessel, and the other one was a Kia. And that
new ones?
happened. Yeah, that newer vehicles. That would have happened recently. When we had some heavy rain showers. I think would have been sometime between May and June, somewhere there.
Yeah.
Again, persons, we definitely have to remember that even though that you're seeing water, I know that you want to reach home or want to reach your next destination, but it makes no sense driving through high waters and then you're damaging your vehicles that you might still be paying for and all of these different things.
That don't make no sense, Ole.
Yeah. Don't worry. I mean, yes, it may seem like it's the end of the world, but trust me, it's not. The water is going to eventually reside, and then you'll be able to continue your journey wherever you were going. Don't take those chances.
Come, my sister, and let us build a nation together.
So something that happened sometime last month. And I just said that, today I definitely, seeing that it's the weather and all of these different things happening, I wanted to at least bring it to you members, bring it to you listeners, to get your feedback. And one thing about me, Anderson, I love my belly. And I know Hashim as well. Most Trinis, if there's one thing, we love good food, we love with belly. We have to eat.
For sure.
It's a must.
It's a must.
So imagine this, right?
Because now, more than ever,
maggots on the menu. Who paying for that?
And production.
Now, folks, imagine this.
Yeah, context, please.
Imagine this. You dress up nice, gather your family and friends, and head out for a night of good vibes and good food at a popular restaurant here in Trinidad. You placed your order, eat, laugh, lime, and just when you're ready to leave, boom! Someone lifts a plate and guess what's underneath? Maggots. Not a stray here. Not a rogue fly, but maggots. Now here's where it gets interesting. Or should I say, troublingly hilarious. The restaurant manager, clearly trained in denial and deflection, firmly insists that those maggots did not come from the establishment. No apology, no discount, no empathy. In fact, the way he carried on, you would swear he thought the guests, and that guest being you and your friends and family, brought those maggots from home. Yes, as if the maggots were their plus ones for the evening. And it gets worse. Despite wrangling evidence and the obvious disgust of the customers, the manager demanded full payment for the meal, which reportedly cost $1,352.50. That's over $1,300 to be served with trauma, with a side of protein.
Call that bill again.
$1,352.50. To seal the madness, he even called the police to stop the diners from leaving without paying. Now imagine that. Getting charged for being grossed out at dinner. So my question to our listeners, our members, to Trinidad and Tobago, if this happened to you and your loved ones, will you pay this bill? Or would you argue your case, maggots and all, and stand your ground? No, I'm not speaking to you in the back there. Relax yourself.
Right.
Call us. Call us. Send your WhatsApp voice notes as well. And let's hear what you think about it. Would you chalk it up to bad luck and better next time? Or would you demand more action than a kitchen cleanup and a PR excuse?
In short, this is what I have to say.
Because if this is the new fine dining experience in Trinidad, I'll be sticking to my doubles and corn soup.
Come, let us sit and try to relate.
Tell me.
What was the name of this establishment?
I ain't calling any of my
No. We need names. We need names, addresses. Okay.
Good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Well, we don't need the specific address, but we want to know what street it's on.
No comments.
Wow. Now, Mr. Speaker. We need some context here. This is a matter of national safety, yeah? Because if somebody has go to this establishment and gets an extra helping of maggot sprinkles, you'll be held accountable, you know?
No. Now let's discuss this, right?
Right.
You sit in the restaurant, and you're there for at least an hour or two.
Correct.
More than one of you. The meal was served. You enjoy your meal, right?
Correct.
At the end of the meal, you happen to see under the plate maggots.
Correct.
So wait, this happened after the food was finished?
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Now, it is a nice to have idea that the manager will be courteous enough and say, well, you know, because we appreciate you coming to do business today and mitigate the situation and circumstance. However, that is just a nice to have idea. To me, the fact that you enjoy the food and everything, nobody was throwing up and vomiting, everything that seemed to be everything, to me, pay the bill. Because supposing some bees had flown in to the place and somebody got stung from the bee, what are they going to say? Well, that changes the whole situation because or they didn't close the door and the bees, a swarm of bees flying and things. So at the end of the day, there are all kinds of things that will happen in life. And we don't have to necessarily try to hold everybody accountable while we know they were serving hundreds of other customers. And we didn't hear anything that this happened before. They ignored it and then it come and happen again. It is a very, very funny situation when you look at how businesses are run and what can happen. Pay the bill. Hope that you get some kind of redress or apology or something. But this way that we have where we feel, you know what? So, for example, let me go here. See the fellow went in double palm and after you get your service and thing, you see, try to take the TV and go. A lot of people have a kind of mentality. They want the service. They have champagne taste and movie money. And after they get the service, they want to see if they could get back their money or something. They're like, some people go and stay in a hotel and they want to walk away with a towel, a nice towel, or a knife and a fork, because that is just the heart and soul of a lot of people. You pay for something,
but remember,
then you want to see if you could get back as much of it. So next thing you know, you staying in the people place for free.
But remember, are you suggesting that there's a possibility that the guests would have brought those maggots to the restaurant?
There is. I didn't hear anything. I heard you say that the manager attempting to be foolish, trying to see if he could, cover up and things. You see, what a lot of people do not understand is that you must not allow your best judgment to be compromised for institution and things. I see all of that in the politics and in the politics. Right? Do not allow your good common sense and judgment to be compromised because of institution and things. Word to the wise.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution, member.
I can say that is one way to look at it. I personally cannot see that. I'm sorry. Because you discovered these maggots after the fact, after the meal. Who's to say that they weren't in the food you were eating?
Correct.
Right?
Because
even if you saw them under the plate,
a maggot would be small.
It's small,
right? And there are chances, just like ants, there are chances that you might have consumed some and not be aware. I'll give you a story. This why I'm taking this personal. I was maybe 9-10 years old visiting Trinidad for the Easter break, and my granny took my sister and I to a Chinese restaurant in St. James, whose name I will not call Cantonese Kitchen. And we ordered wontons and noodles. Right? We went home, having dinner. I ate mine a little faster than my sister's, and then my sister saw something wiggling in her food. It was maggots. My granny was, I never see my granny so angry in my life yet. We drove right back out to St. James, and she cussed up a storm. She wants she money back. She showed them the maggot. The Chinese people don't like to give back money. At all.
I can't remember if a police officer showed up. I think they did, and was like, they took my granny's side, because she walked back out with she money.
Let me take this one. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hi, good afternoon, member.
Good afternoon.
Members. So this thing dear to my heart too, because at one time I want to get the maggot thing here, but just let me tell you this quick thing. One time I bought food in a place, and as a man I like my lettuce and tomato and stuff, right?
Right.
And after I done eating food, I noticed a maggot walking balancing on a leaf. So I went back to the place and carry back the food and thing and tell them this thing have maggots and thing in it.
Right.
And they say, well, how that impossible, because the food cooked. So if the food cooked, even if it had maggots, no maggots would be alive. But apparently the maggots, like it came from the lettuce and tomato, those things. So it's a possibility if they had that on the menu, that could have also took place. But then again, somehow with that story, the chain missing link. Because if a whole family sit down and eat after they don't eat everything, then notice maggots.
Yeah, they say like the maggots was underneath the plate now. When they lift up the plate, like like sometimes you finish eat and everybody side, let's just pack up the plates to make it easier for the server to pick it up. And like when they pick up the plate, they saw the maggots at the bottom of the plate.
Well, that's still something kind of funny too, because if they serve you with a plate, maggots don't have glue to stick to the bottom of a plate, and even if you sit down eating and the maggots under the plate, all the maggots won't stay in one position. You must see one walk out to see what the outside look like and all of that. So
we dictated the maggot place, boy.
Then they had to be there for a period of time eating. So if they're there for a period of time eating and they have maggots under the plate, somebody had to see something before, not when you don't eat everything and then see maggot. No, I'm not saying that to bring the maggot there. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But I'm trying to understand it, and I can't work out the maths. The maths in. You understand? As a matter of fact, there are miserable people too who could do that too, you know, put the maggots in a matchbox and bring it and sprinkle it after the
You're not wrong.
People do them things, so you can't put it past a Trinidadian.
Wow.
Maggots.
Wow.
If you cook the food, I find it impossible for maggots to remain after heat. So
remember, you have a restaurant anywhere?
No,
and because I'm not coming in because if I had to talk to you, you might tell me that's how I bring it to I'm afraid. But thanks so much for your contribution, member.
And you gotta get the size of the maggot too. If it's medium.
Hey, let's not even go down that road, Let's not go down that road. Nah, boy.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Wow. Welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah, the vagrancy problem in Port of Spain is causing a little problem, you know, for people to walk with human feces. So what the Port of Spain City Corporation need to do, they need to get a tutu map to guide people.
Oh my God. All right, thanks, member. What trouble is this?
Wait, what? A tutu map, boy?
That's where we reach to, boy. We need to get a map.
But what spit I seen?
To know how to pass around the feces.
What spit I seen here for real?
But nah. You're walking through Port of Spain. You're minding your business. You look up and then boom shot when you realize is that you step into human feces.
I can't say I've never had the unfortunate pleasure of that.
I mean, I've never. Lord as my witness, I really hope it really hasn't gotten that bad. But if this member is saying that, oh my gosh.
I could tell you for a fact I've seen vagrants going to the bathroom on the sidewalk. I can say that for a fact. I've seen vagrants hold stale food on styrofoam plates on the sidewalk where they're staying for hours at a time. It just sitting there spoiling. And yeah, I cannot. So I've seen those things happen, but never stepped in it.
Let me take an option. Go down to Dr. Wakanda. He's saying those maggots are extra protein. That establishment was supposed to charge you more money for that extra protein. Dr. Wakanda. Dr. Wakanda.
Member, you are out of order.
We are not on the African continent, eh?
How dare you? How dare you?
I'm sorry.
I mean, I've seen
online.
No,
I understand.
I've seen online where people fry maggots and fry roach and fry grasshopper.
Fried. You know what a termite queen looks like? You ever seen a termite queen? It's like way bigger than a regular sized termite. It's probably about so big. You know, and her entire abdomen is like a full egg making factory. But it is a delicacy in certain cultures.
Now, when I was younger, and I heard the word queen and king, I used to think that these things have a crown on their head. You know? So when they say queen, the queen bee, I look in to see if it is.
It would have a crown or something. Yeah. No, it's really just the biggest of the bunch. In the entire hive or colony or whatever. You know, and that's the one that just sits down for their whole life and pumps out babies. Yeah.
So you spend over $1,300 in a restaurant.
That is the next thing.
$1,300. Let me tell you something. This is not you and 5 friends who went to a restaurant
and split no bill.
No, not that I think. Let me make sure I had this calculation correct here, right?
Right.
So let's just say we went to a normal Chinese spot, and roughly all our meals cost $45, and it's 5 of us. That's $225, right? That's not like a $225 bill. That, I mean, as much as even if we God forbid we found maggots within that meal, we wouldn't make a row about it. But it's not $225, it's over $1,300 I'm spending. And you're trying to tell me that even though that all of us have eaten the meal and it's only after the fact we found this maggots that we should just pay the bill, boy, and just get a sorry?
I can't. Nah. Never in my good conduct. We was fighting that day. You would have seen me on Stink TT or What Trouble Is This, or whichever viral site does record Bacchanal in Trinidad, you would have seen me. For sure. Because I wasn't leaving.
The manager...
I was not leaving there with paying you.
The manager is adamant that did not happen within their kitchen, and he is demanding that you must pay a bill before you leave.
You must be mad. You must be mad.
On top of it, call the police.
I was calling a food inspector one time. If you calling police, I calling a health inspector. Because I'm not leaving there paying you anything. A red cent. I'm sorry. You are supposed to be a fine dining establishment. It's not no if and or maybes, you know. Let this have been America, Canada, Europe. You get one maggot in your plate. Matter of fact, if you found a hair in your plate, that's grounds to shut you down and have a health inspection. Easily.
Which part of the world are you talking about? Which part of the world are you talking about?
Hush. Right?
But I just want
we had to take that seriously
because
here too.
We don't enforce nothing.
Yeah, I know.
We don't enforce nothing.
You had to take that seriously here. This your belly we talking about, you know.
Imagine people going into ministry of they go into the where they just go to get the food badge and so forth. So they're going through the whole Ministry of Health and so forth. People going to apply for their food badge, and under the nail black, and them getting their food badge one time.
You must be mad.
They go in.
First of all,
they're not well groomed.
First of all, if you have long fingernails, don't come to the Ministry of Health, okay?
Someone in the comment section was saying on the restaurant tables, there was something like a mat on the table that was under the plate. The person said they worked in the fast food outlet, and you won't believe that if they don't clean under those mats, it could be really dirty.
Of course it can.
And that's where the maggots maybe was.
More than ever, we must show.
Not washing the plate properly.
Not washing your tables and utensils properly.
Yeah, because, I mean, as much as persons would get up and leave, if they don't clean the tables and so forth properly, and they have mats and so forth, there is a possibility.
Of course there is.
There is a possibility that those things could have been under the mat.
And this is not a fast food outlet, you know, guys.
This is a restaurant.
This is supposed to be a restaurant, a quote-unquote fine dining restaurant.
Correct.
I still want you to call the name, you know.
No, sir. Let me say good afternoon going out to my my attorney. You just kind of remind me of her today, because actually yesterday she would have called. She wanted me to come in to sign something.
Right.
But I have to say good afternoon going out to her, because she always calls to check up. For some of you that may not know, you know, I had a little injury last year that had me out of commission for a while. But you know, I have to shout out to those persons who literally call their clients and so forth. Not only if it is that they have a matter, you know, or they're dealing with an issue, you know, and she will just call just to check up, to see how I go in. She would even ask me how the injury, all of these different things. So, you know, shout out to her. Hope that you're having a good day. But Mr. Man, there are certain places I'm not gonna call out.
Will you at least disclose the geographical location of the establishment?
In Trinidad and Tobago. That's the most I could give.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the most I could give at this person.
You can't give north, south, east, west, central, nothing?
I will look into it now. I'll look into it. And I will address that on a later date, yeah? But members, you know, we invite you guys to be a part of the conversation. Tell me, what would you do if your friends and family, you guys went to this restaurant, this well-known restaurant, serving nice, well, supposedly supposed to be serving nice delicacies, and after you had a good meal and you raise up your plate, you saw maggots. Management is requesting that you pay the full bill. They don't want to hear nothing. Pay your full bill. They even calling the police. What would you do at that moment? Are you gonna pay the bill and just call it as, you know, it's just bad luck? You know, as we just normally say, you know, at times, sometimes you buy something from a restaurant or you buy it from your favorite doubles vendor and you say, I find it didn't taste good. Like they had a one-off. They had a bad day today. So probably it was the restaurant bad day. They just had a one-off. What are you going to do at that moment? Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm back, right? I'm trying to take over the conversation. I want to be constructive. Now, let me just show you something. A person might throw a banana peel outside their car window, right? Into the bush. And there are some people who will be like, look, you're littering, right? But what they don't understand is that something as a banana peel will decay and form humus, which is good for the ground. So that is not necessarily littering. Now let me tell you where I'm going with the maggots. When you want to clean a womb, or I saw where a fella brain had an infection and they put maggots in the brain to clean out all the infectious stuff in the brain. So what I want to ask is, the consumption of the maggot, which they didn't consume.
Allegedly didn't consume. Allegedly didn't consume.
Well, right, that it didn't consume. It was under the plate. So the maggots ain't also bad, you know. I mean, it is only because of the limited understanding and the fear of this thing crawling around that really bothers the people. And it is just like when somebody throw a banana peel in the bush. They're not littering. So we need to consider the magnitude of understanding and concern in this particular issue, which is what causes me to say, well, it ain't that bad. And I understand the story with your grandma. Your grandma have every right to go down there and kick a fuss and get compensated. But nobody ain't consume nothing, so, right? But it's a nice story.
All right, thank you so much, member.
The boy say he laughing, yes?
Yes.
I mean, boy. So we
hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to sing on.
Go ahead, sir.
Boy.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Apparently, this is the Council's Got Talent, right? You go ahead.
Oh, hey. Maggots. Let we bring the maggots together.
So much I think about.
Oh my gosh.
Do you use maggots in your rituals?
That's a no for me, eh? That's a firm no.
Okay.
That's a firm no.
Okay. People are trying to paint this as, you know, maggots is a thing. Yeah, we understand that some people out there consume maggots, right? There are places in the world that treat it as a snack, a delicacy, whatever. Some use it for they're sometimes used for medicinal purposes. I get all of that. This is the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. We do not recognize maggot consumption or maggot use here. At least not in the mainstream spectrum of things.
If, you know, I'm wondering now, should one of these great businessmen bring an establishment that serve maggots?
Give me a second.
Probably like a sushi. Like a maggot sushi. I'm asking.
Mr. Speaker.
You think persons will be interested?
Mr. Speaker, I will move the council to remove it from behind the border.
Wait.
You leave sushi out of this, okay?
Wow.
Now is the time to come home and do some.
Aren't we not individuals who like a challenge, like to, you know, like to try new things?
More than ever, we must show.
Imagine going to a nice restaurant
and
on the menu
to build
is steamed maggots
and better nation
with jasmine rice, broccoli.
That is the main foundation. So come let
and a nice oyster sauce, something, you know.
This is our life.
You want to try it, Hashim? Hashim, there's a lot of persons who leave the world, all over the world, just to come Trinidad and Tobago to try doubles, to try roti, to try our famous crab and callaloo. If it is that we open an establishment of that magnitude in Trinidad and Tobago, I am sure tourists are going to leave their destiny, leave wherever they're from, and come here to try that. Curry maggots.
When you go to when you go to your doubles, man, on Sunday, right? I want you to order doubles, slight maggots. All right?
But they don't have that now.
You don't know that?
No.
You don't know that?
Well, you
don't know that?
You direct me to the person who's serving doubles like that.
Right, and you're gonna try it and come back and report.
A gourmet doubles that serves
with slight maggots as a topping, right? So you're throwing your cucumber, your sweet sauce, your pepper, and your maggots on top.
All I ask Hashim is if it is that we as Trinbagonians would probably welcome an establishment of like that is serving on their menu. They have maggots.
I'm not going down that road with you, because it will start to get very racist, probably.
What about a pepper maggot?
Probably. I already don't like pepper. Why are you trying to?
A sweet and sour maggot. I don't know.
Let me text this bird. Let me text this bird and try to organize myself for later. Yes, because you see you right now.
I tell you, you're starting to operate like you're against.
Against what? Against what?
You're against leveling up, boy.
So the next level for Trinbago society is maggot consumption.
I'm just asking. I'm asking. It's a question I ask. I never say that should be the way forward. But it's like you're against progress.
Maggots is progress, is what you're trying to say.
No, I'm just asking the question if it is that we would be, because as you said that how some of our callers, some of our listeners, some of our members are making it sound like maggots is like it's a small thing now. So I'm saying, like, you know, it's like kind of welcoming it now.
Well, to those who feel that it's not a big deal, when you consume maggots, report back to the council and give us your findings, right? But I don't need a University of the West Indies thesis on it. I just need a little report, a little 3-paragraph report.
He said it's extra protein.
You know what else is extra protein?
What's that?
I can't say it on here. But you don't see me consuming it though.
More than ever we must.
Now, Hashim, there are things that don't even serve on plates that you just consume. So behave yourself for me, please.
To build a strong.
You could put it on a plate if you want to.
That is the main form.
Once you have a big enough plate.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Wow.
Hand in hand.
Probably use a charger. A charger would probably fit it better, you know. Yeah, you know what a charger is?
No.
Yeah, when you go to
well, I know what's a charger. I charge my phone with a charger.
Not that charger. Not that.
Right.
You see, I'm showing my bougie a little bit here for you, but I'll educate you today.
Right.
When you go to those fine restaurants and you have a plate and underneath your plate is a bigger plate, that's a charger.
Right. Okay.
That's the proper word for it.
Tell these rich people, eh?
Remember the key.
Let me take this one. Hi, good afternoon. Remember, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon. I want to ask the man there that why curry? You understand? Why you only use curry? You understand? And I just kind of find it strange here. Because I listen to this program right through.
Right.
And I'm kind of a little upset.
Ask him again.
No, but
he has been an advocate for curry, and that wasn't.
I mentioned different thing, and I said steam, I said curry, I said sweet and sour, So I didn't just mention curry alone. I don't know if that's all you picked up, but I did mention different ways,
I understand the logic to it, but I just only called to let share my view on that.
All right, no problem. Thanks.
Don't just use curry so kilkete like that, okay?
All right. So what about okay? So the member think I only mentioned curry, but I did mention others too.
You did mention other things.
What about
right.
what about a pilau? Amagat pilau.
Why did I know you were going there next? Why did I know you? Right. Let the pilau community respond.
What about a curry stew, Margot?
We just say lay off the curry, bro.
No, but I like a curry stew and a chicken.
So a curry stewed maggot.
Yeah, right. A good curry stew.
I don't think so. Not that I reach.
What chill is this boy?
Wait, curry stew?
Where you living?
Because I know stew chicken. I know curry.
So you don't know about a curry stew?
Maybe I do, and I just.
Members, you
it's something weird.
Tell me if it is that something is not wrong here.
Because now
this Hashim, who has been here for more than a decade, he don't know what is a curry stew.
I've been coming here my whole life,
Come on,
bro.
man.
strong and
A curry stew. I probably have had a curry stew, but you want maggots in my stew.
I'm just saying. Just
hand in hand.
asking.
Mr. Speaker, there is no light in which you can paint the larva of a fly in which it will sound appealing to consume to me. It may sound appealing to others, and it seems like it's not a big deal to some of the members out there, but
So if you travel
on this side of the aisle, it's a no.
So you like I'm guessing that I would say that you love to travel.
Yes.
As well. So
Yes.
you go to a country and that's part of their delicacies as something that they are known for.
I shall watch them consume it.
You wouldn't want to try it?
No. I will respectfully decline.
everything big
Feed me something
And
else.
there are places there are places that also serve barbecue dog. I've seen videos.
And I will respectfully decline.
because now
I am a dog owner, so no, it's a no for me.
I know persons who mind chicken and so forth, and they will never eat it.
Good for them.
Because they would say that they consider them as pets.
Good for them.
I say
People who mind ducks,
is
and they will never eat the duck because they consider the duck as a pet.
Good for them.
You consider a dog as a pet. I consider a dog as a pet.
Okay. And that's good for them.
There are other persons around the world, and even persons within Trinidad and Tobago, that wouldn't miss a moment to buy down in those kind of things. They
That's
enjoy
good.
it.
And that's good for them. If that is what sustains you and puts food on your plate for your family, big up you.
If some persons are already saying, Hashim, that even though this family, this group would have spent over $1,300 on a meal, and they are saying no big deal, they should pay it, then it opens the door.
You know why they say no big deal, they should pay it?
Because it's not them.
Thank you.
But
It's
if
not
it
there.
is,
It's not there. $1,300 we sin.
it just opens a Pandora box in the aspect of, what else would we tolerate? How much more could we go? And if it is that we could tolerate that, then why not have a restaurant? Why not have a restaurant that has that on the menu?
It'll be a secret menu. You gotta whisper a password to the waitress, and then they'll know to bring it out. Don't let me go to no establishment and see no maggots on the menu.
They serve any maggots like wild meat when it's not in season. You gotta mention a code.
And I don't want to know the code.
Now let me be honest though. If I go to establishment and I
because you're being very diplomatic this afternoon, but let me hear your honest opinion. Let me hear your honest opinion. Your undiplomatic opinion.
I am on the receiving side. Honestly speaking, I wasn't paying that bill. I am sorry. I was definitely going to I am
calling my attorney. Yeah. The nearest health inspector.
I was gonna make sure that your business literally face some sort of repercussion.
Oh yeah, I was facing some backlash. Oh, for sure, you getting a video done for me.
Yeah, because that is just nonsense.
Yeah.
That is just. I don't care. I don't care if it is that is after I finished consuming it. I found it.
I don't care.
It's like okay. It's like for instance, going by your favorite doubles vendor, and they give you a barra. And you're eating, and when you eat the first barra and you eat down and you lift up the second barra and you bite, you realize that a piece of an insect leg fall. Does that mean that because I eat at least one and a half of the barra means that okay that I shouldn't I should pay for it? That
give you a story.
Nah man.
Give you a story before we go to the break. Back home, had a bakery, right? This bakery been around probably from before I born. And 1 year, I think this might have been about 3-4 years ago, thereabouts. But somebody went to get some bread. And when they break open the bread, they found a lizard baked inside. The bakery had to shut down. And they shut down for a good month, I think, before they could open back up properly again. So and that was to avoid any kind of backlash. I don't know if the person who found the lizard got their money back or whatever, but they closed down, did a thorough cleaning, scrubbing, whatever it is they had to do, got inspected properly before the green light was given to open back again. So you're telling me that if you find maggots here in a restaurant in Trinidad, they're not subject to the same thing? That's what you're telling me? And this so-called high-end restaurant that serves food where bills come up to $1,300. No, sir. This is not a Disney movie where rats cook your food. Right? And even in that movie, the restaurant shut down anyway when they found out rats was in the kitchen. So,
would you believe that last year...
It's a no, eh?
Would you believe that last year, June 2024, there was a minister, a justice minister, that would have found maggots in a beef pie that she would have purchased from a bakery.
I think I saw that. I think I did see that.
You know,
we kick, and here's the thing, we kick up a storm when KFC undercooks our chicken. I've seen several different posts over the years, undercooked chicken or an undercooked burger, and they will, and guess burgers are subjective sometimes because beef comes in different cooks or whatever.
But yeah, it all depends on how you want it.
It all depends on how you want it, but...
Pause a minute. Let me take this one before we go for the break. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hello, I'm calling from Seaport Company Limited. Media release was sent an email. I just want confirmation that it was received.
All right, let me take this one.
Sorry, we have to take that one off the air.
1 second.
Strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation.
I say that again.
So come let us walk hand in hand. my sister, and let us build a nation together. This also goes for every Trinbagonian who gone to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Sorry about that, guys. We had to get that sorted real quick. But yeah, what was I saying? Right. Well, we had to go take this bill, but before we go, yeah, Anderson, you know, when a chicken is undercooked in an establishment or burgers undercooked in an establishment, we like to post it up and say that, oh God, count your days and whatever. So we can't hold fine dining establishments accountable in the same way. This is a foreign entity. Creatures that turn into waste decomposition things. These things become flies. Flies are prone to diseases like dengue and all kind of things. I was not paying that establishment a cent if I found maggots anywhere near my food, in it, on it, or whatever. But we gotta go take this pause, guys. We'll be right back.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget spites and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah.
So good afternoon once again to all our members locked on. Good afternoon to Trinidad and Tobago. It's just 5 minutes past the 2 o'clock on this lovely Tuesday. Wet, but it is a lovely day. I mean, we can't take away that we live in a country that has sunshine and rain. So we have to be thankful. I guess some farmers would be very much thankful that they're getting some rain as well. I have to say, or at least welcome the USNS Comfort. It's the U.S. Navy hospital ship. It's a floating hospital which arrived in our country on our shores on Tuesday. It is equipped with 80 intensive care units and also about 800 ward beds. They are here until August 11th to offer free medical care to our population. So we got to thank the U.S. government, our U.S. embassy, our government at the end of the day for negotiating this initiative. So many different
cause you know as well as I do, the only
practitioners are on board. The USNS Comfort, and they are here to assist
more than ever. We must show
as much persons as possible until August 11th. So we welcome them and we hope that they enjoy their stay in Trinidad and Tobago. Hopefully they get an opportunity to go around a bit and to take part in all that Trinidad has to offer.
So come, let us work hand in hand.
A little roti, a little doubles, a little bacon shack,
a little maggots.
No sir, no.
Oh, we offer that. Oh, we offer that now.
No.
Oh, we offer that. Oh, now it's bad.
Okay.
Now it's bad. So now it's bad.
I was asking a question in the last hour. I didn't say that that's something that we literally gonna offer people if it's not there.
Okay. Now it's bad. All right, cool.
What is
you was well open to the idea in the last segment.
I was just asking if it is that something that we'll be open to. I did not imply in any way. If it came across like that, I apologize, but there's no way, Jose.
To come home and do something.
But I hope that those
instead of staying out there and freezing,
professionals get an opportunity to be able to venture out and do enjoy all that Trinidad and Tobago has to offer. This month also being the month of independence.
I say.
Do we also celebrate emancipation for the entire month? Because
no,
emancipation is the 1st of August.
it is.
So could we say it's the month of emancipation as well?
We could say it, but I don't think we observe it for the entire month.
Well, I mean, we are in the month of emancipation. We are also in the month of independence. We shake off all that bad energy. We look to head into a direction full of positivity, that is. You know, something that a lot of persons definitely would have looked out for is the award ceremony and so forth within this month. Actually used to happen on Independence Day, where we give away, you know, the awards of Trinidad and Tobago, the highest awards, you name it.
Yeah, I think according to Mr. Huckett, that has moved to Republic Day.
Yeah, it's moved to Republic Day. So I know that a lot of people who would have probably continued to, you know, enjoy that tradition. You know, just a reminder that it's now Republic Day.
You think there's a significance in moving it? Does it take away from it in any way?
I would say I would say no, but then there might be someone else who might have a better response. You know, sometimes our members, sometimes our listeners are well more informed than us. They might also have some information that we don't have. We wouldn't have all the information where we sit. Sometimes we might miss something. They might be more able to tell us if it does take away at all. And you guys I don't know if you guys would have witnessed, but our Prime Minister would have toured the boats, now visited the USNS Comfort. So the rain is not stopping our Honorable Prime Minister and her team. I think I also saw the Minister of Utilities on her side as well. I am assuming that the Minister of Health might have also been there as well. I'm not 100% sure.
Something important there?
Now the election back on
a whole mouthful there.
In short, this is what I have to say.
Alright, you go ahead. Let me just
let us forget fights and grudges and concentrate.
So yeah. Again, I wanna send out that message to persons that are on the roads. Please be careful. The water continues to rise in Rio Claro. So members, if it is that you're within the Rio Claro area, Rio Claro, Mayaro, Mafakin, you guys, the water is rising. So please be mindful of it and take the necessary precaution. If it is that you have to leave where you are now to head home, please do so. I hope that your employers would be a bit understanding. But yeah, the water continues to rise. Please. Let's be mindful of that, yeah?
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our
I saw that the Minister of Utilities, the current Minister of Utilities, and the previous Minister of Utilities, they seem to be having a lot of back and forth with TNTech rates to increase.
Because now, more than ever,
or if TNTech rates would even be increasing. I think there was even a further article where they said I guess the government would have been rejecting electricity rate hikes.
That is the main bond.
Or rejecting electricity rate hike comes with a cost.
Let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Well, it looks like
you know what is my issue with that? It's something that I think that definitely need to resolve is these utilities inference. Well, let me stress on one in particular.
Right.
In particular, TNTech.
So much of things.
Now, TNTech has a cycle. I think is almost every 2 months. You will get a utility bill.
Right.
But most times when you get the utility bill, you get it after the due date. And I think they use TT Post obviously to deliver these meals to their customers. But my thing is that this has been going on for too long, and I think it's something that they definitely need to sort out. I'm not too sure if the issue is stemming from TNTech or if it's happening at TT Post, but somewhere in between that transaction and to get it to the customers, it is taking too long. And then when the customer gets his bill past the due date, then they now have to probably put things in place to pay the bill. And if they don't pay it within a couple of days, you're going to see one of their agents, TNTech agents, coming at your residence to disconnect you.
Is there a late fee incurred as well, or no?
I believe so. I think, yeah, there is a late fee. But you can't tell me that I'm getting a utility bill after the due date.
And then want to incur a late fee.
And on top of it, you know, if you don't pay it within a stipulated time, they're going to send an agent at your door
to lock you off,
to disconnect you. And when they disconnect you, you have to obviously pay
to reconnect it.
Pay a reconnection fee. Yeah. So I think that's something that they need to look into. I'm not too sure what is creating that backlog, or I mean, TT Post might be the mediator or in the middle before it gets to the customer. But I don't know if it's the middleman that causes any problems or if it's TNTech. But please, something needs to be done. Yeah? So we have a release there?
Yeah, fresh off the presses, it seems. We have a fresh media release courtesy of CPEP Company Limited.
Right.
It is entitled CPEP Committed to Transparency and Integrity. So just giving you all a summary of the key points that were in the media release. Y'all can go and check it out. It's about a 3-page release. Yeah, but I cited out the key points. First one, court ruling. CPEP welcomes a high court ruling that stayed court proceedings initiated by Eastman Enterprise Limited. The stay was based on the contractor's failure to follow the alternative dispute resolution process outlined in their contract. The second one, concern over fraud. While CPEP won said case, they are still deeply concerned about alleged fraudulent misrepresentation involving over 300 contract extensions. These contracts, supposedly approved by cabinet, are worth over 1.4 billion TT dollars and were to last until 2029. Allegations against a former chairman as well claims they were misled by former CPEP chairman Joel Edwards, who allegedly false claimed that cabinet had approved the extension. This misrepresentation was supposedly communicated through a letter to the CEO and the board. Call for criminal investigation. CPEP highlights that they are cooperating with authorities, including the Director of Public Prosecutions, Anti-Corruption Bureau, and the Fraud Squad in pursuing a criminal investigation. And finally, board members cited. The release names several board members and executives, showing that the board acted in good faith, believing they were executing a cabinet directive, which has now been deemed as false. So, yeah. Those are all the key points of the media release. You can read about them in full detail. They've posted it on the website, cpep.gov.tt. And, yeah. That's quite a lot to unpack there.
Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Names called?
Not that I've seen here. There might be any. Let me see if I'll drop in the full release and see.
CPEP seems to be a never-ending boy. And you know what's so much more upsetting too is that you only hear about all of these misconducts, corruption, fraud.
Come, let us sit and try to relate.
Every general election, once a government is changed.
We must show discipline.
You know, as some persons would say, I don't know if you ever heard this saying, nip it in the bud. So why it is when these things now happening, why it is that we can't be able to nip it in the bud and deal with it immediately? Why does it have to go on for so long, where billions of dollars are misspent, mismanaged, fraudulent transactions are happening, and only after, like a magician, it's just gone. We are now hearing about it, and now is, DPP, the police is involved. Persons who are well accredited, persons who literally supposed to be experts within their field.
Got the names for you.
Con men and con women. Go ahead.
Yeah, got the names for you. The CPAP's former board members who were called upon to clarify their role include Yinka Jagbeer Garcia, Michael Seals, Marissa Smith, Wendell Williams, Brian Rock, Geeta Ramprasad, Robert Paul Lee, Camille Hossein, I'm not sure which one. Kurt Bernard, and Thomas Sanwa.
Let me take this one. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Yeah, those who living from paycheck to paycheck should get their salary as usual, and when they reconstruct, a raise of salary.
All right, thank you so much for that. Right now, they seem to be fighting to even be able to rehire them, to start back paying them. And
well, apparently, if they have to dig through all of this,
worse yet if it is that they have to get an increase. But just like anybody else, do you think it's not time that probably CPEP workers get an increase? But then some will fight and say, didn't we just have a conversation with the council? Was it yesterday or day before? About them being a generation of grass cutters. Hi,
I don't know about that.
Good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What I call to say is this. These people, the doctors that came from away, the American doctors, the help Trinidad people, they just implied to come to they was invited by our government and partnership with we government, that is how they come. And they have an Indian troop down here, they call them the Yashoda group, the best heart doctor in the world from India down here 1 month now. And another one come in, and they had the whole group. They is in the hospital. And these set of them come here, and again it have a next set. They will leave on the 4th or the 5th. They are from all parts of the world, all different types of doctors. They did surgery in the 7 days Adventist nursing home. I don't know if you know about that. They did surgery in the 7 days Adventist nursing home. That they done that about 3 weeks now. That was organized by this government. I think they fly out on the 4th or the 5th. Especially cataract surgery. So there is 3 different groups of people. The UNC government contacted to bring here because it has a real backlog. You're getting, no, you can't blame the doctors. When you go to that hospital, it's almost 1,000 people for the day and night, every day in Mount Hope, you know.
All right, well, thanks.
And they doesn't have the equipment to do the surgeries and to do the things, so it remains backlog. So 3 different set of doctors right now in Trinidad. This set, another set, they showed a group of company, and then they have the other set from all different parts of the world. They did surgery in the 7 days Adventist nursing home. This government used that nursing home for they to do the surgery day. I think they leave on the 4th or the 5th. So this government bring them doctors with the other government could have done to help the backlog. Thank you.
Thank you so much, member, for your contribution. And you know, we welcome all you know, different practitioners, different persons from different organizations in the medical field and so forth that come to Trinidad to lend their assistance and to also to help our people. So we welcome them all to our shows. And we do hope that they enjoy their stay in Trinidad and Tobago. So yeah, so good afternoon again, going out to you, Dr. Wakanda Anderson. There are allegations that contracts are being awarded to individuals in certain voters' strongholds. Meanwhile, constituencies aligned with the opposition parties are reportedly receiving only 1 contract, or in some cases, none of all. Of course, another message came in. This fairness of contract distribution, I am in complete agreement that the program requires a comprehensive overhaul. If the duration of this reform is comparable to the time it took to close and reopen the Petrotrin refinery, that is a necessary cost. The principle of equitable distribution should be applied to all.
I'm still of the mind that they cut out the middleman.
All right.
And just integrate CPEP into a department. But I already see how some members feel about that, so I won't dwell on it. I don't want to dwell on it too long. But yeah, this is the current state of the organization as of their recent media release. So transparency and integrity apparently are the words of the day.
That's a win. I guess a win in CPEP's corner.
Now the election.
For all the persons that would have committed or have any wrongdoing,
In short, this is
played a part in wrongdoing, I hope that they are dealt with.
Let us forget fights and grudges and concentrate.
They are brought to answer
Come, let
for
us.
all allegations and so forth, so that we could move forward. Yeah.
Now more than ever we must show.
As I said, as much as a lot of this have to take place, it also means that a lot of persons, a lot of individuals are still literally going to be on the breadline. And you see, it's not the man on the ground that is literally committing the crime. It's senior persons, you know, and when they do things like that, it's the man on the ground that keeps suffering, that now has to go through the whole process. And, you know, believe it or not, there, you know, a lot of persons within these organizations are not only there, but similar organizations like CPEP organizations that pay you more or less like a stipend. Even persons who have prestige job, some of us we live paycheck to paycheck, you know.
Of course.
You know, and
some jobs just sound nice, you know.
Yeah.
You're working in the bank. Oh, you're working in the bank.
Wow.
Nice.
You have a real good job. Every day in shirt and tie and suit.
Yeah.
You know,
you wear a little polo shirt on a Friday.
Logo and you know, yeah. But the pay sucks.
Yeah, the pay sucks.
Right.
I just work in the bank. The pay is tata. Okay. My daughter is a nurse, you know.
Sucks. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
What's the topic of interest today? Hello?
The topic of interest? Sorry, you were breaking up a little bit. Sorry.
What are we speaking about?
We were speaking about the recent media release from CPAP. We talked about a couple of things today. We spoke of a restaurant scandal in the last hour, but right at this moment we are talking about a media release that just came from CPAP.
What should the restaurant?
What was the restaurant?
What was the restaurant scandal?
Oh, apparently patrons found maggots under their plate, and yeah, they demanded.
I don't think the restaurant come like a recurring decimal.
Come like a what?
A recurring decimal.
Wow. So you're saying this is you find this real funny, sir?
It's like a recurring decimal. Well, I am not clear that you. They found that lot of dog health somewhere in Stanley County near the restaurant. So these things are, you know, that's why I do ever buy restaurant. Yeah.
So it's just a cycle then?
Yes, like a cycle.
Well,
all right, thank you.
You see, with a comment like that, it makes me wonder: should we not open an establishment of like that?
You just say.
Anyways,
Anyway.
I'm just saying.
So who may concern? Keep the house keys, eh? Right.
Wow. So, members, we invite you guys to be a part of the conversation. You know, if you have any issues, let us know exactly what's the weather like in your area as well. So at least we could get some information in as well.
Definitely overcast
again,
out here.
342-0081
446
so 466-5391, yeah? And you could also send your voice notes as well.
Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Good
afternoon, La Hoketa.
And Hashim the Dreamer, man.
How are you doing?
I know I'm there, and I hope everything well with you all. I know from my locality, we had rain here for, well, up to now, but drizzling right now, but it's falling heavy from
all over.
Yes, so, I know reach inside my house. And I say, let me call one time. I was here saying something about some restaurant up here.
Yeah, so some maggots were found in some people's plates. Or under some people's plates, I should say.
You see what is happening? All the corporations, the 14 of them, have public health departments. But somebody, public health inspectors, they don't pay attention to what's happening in the restaurants. Sometimes even in the washroom, and they might go there. The washroom will have no soap and all this kind of thing. All these things, the public health inspectors, there's their function, right? But for some strange reason, these places are not monitored properly, because sometimes Trinidad is a small place. Everybody have a friend and this and that, and that's not happening, right?
Yeah.
So that is one. I was here just talking about the CPEP something, but you didn't mention it. You didn't go for that. In terms of some communique just came out.
Yeah.
Notice just came out. Write this about quickly. We got no time.
Yeah, they basically committed to some to transparency and integrity. They touched on a court ruling recently. Their concern over the fraud, the allegations against the former chairman. They listed out names, several board members, believe that were tied up in the scandal, basically. Yeah.
Okay, you can leave it there because I'll pick it up before the day is over.
All right. Okay.
To know what was it?
It's on the media release is out and it's on their website, so you should be able to see it.
Okay. Right. Okay, Mr. Hashim. Now tell me I'll tell you about my assignments. Not homework again. There's assignments now. Let me hear you.
I tell you to scrap. I tell you to scrap those. I don't know how we getting Mr. Philly Trill thing up. I ain't sure how to appeal that because they said the nomination time is closed. So
we have to make a plea to the Ministry of Culture, right?
I don't know how we reaching there. How we reaching there?
He might say we have an inside man. He might.
No. Now you call them and they just mention it as it is. Or if you get this is my problem. It are Carlsonians, it have soca singers and soca artists, and it's 2 or 3 people, right? But where the radio station coming now is that they can make a special appeal in terms of if the nomination day has closed or whatever it is. Because I think we should try and give it this year. He should be around clocking almost 80 years or very close to that number. Right? And then we have a situation with our uniform Ministry of Health workers. All we want to find out if the directive has been lifted. That is all about that.
All right,
is it lifted? Is it okay? Right?
We definitely look into that. But Mr. Lokata, I have a call on the line. We link in with the Met Office to see exactly what's going on with the weather. Okay. Yeah, but thanks so much for your call. Yeah. That was the bet.
So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do the only way is putting more.
So members, we ask you guys to hold on. We just
because now
gonna connect with Mr. Benjamin from the Met Office just to get an update as to what the weather is, what's happening within the weather, what else we could expect as well. And I know that some areas are already flooded and so forth, so we'll get an update from Mr. Benjamin. So you guys just hold the line for a second, yeah?
So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. This also goes for every Trinbagonian who gone to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So
yes, members, as promised, we do have our connection there at Met Office. Mr. Benjamin, he's on the line, and he's going to give us an update as to exactly what is happening with our current weather. Yeah. Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Benjamin.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. So we just want to get an update as to, you know, we have been seeing a lot of rainfall, at least for the last 12 hours and more. What could we expect in the next couple of hours? And I know that some areas are already flooded, like Mayaro and Rio Claro. We have gotten word that there is a lot of water in those areas. What update could you give us?
Okay, what happened today exactly is some low-level convergence.
Right.
Some strong low-level convergence that would have brought the moisture, the equatorial moisture, across Trinidad, mainly Trinidad and also Tobago, and from pre-dawn times to now. And because of the length of time and the cumulative rainfall, of course you would have water on the ground in the way of flooding in some areas. Street flooded, probably would have had a short-lived flash flooding in some areas. Because of the continuation of the weather, you will have the water not running off as yet, because we have had a good few hours of rainfall. The bulk of the weather is at this time abated or diminishing, and therefore we would see less of the type of rainfall we have had over the past few hours. But having said that, there is still a probability, a chance for an isolated heavy shower in some areas, but it would not be as congested and as widespread as we had over the past couple hours. So the final analysis is that it is reducing somewhat, but it has left the ground waterlogged. And what we are looking at is by tomorrow evening, tomorrow Friday evening into Saturday, we're looking at a low-level trough that could contribute some significant amounts of water. And the cumulative effects between today and that time, we should be on the lookout for increased flooding in areas, and also the risk of landslips and landslides have become elevated, and therefore we should have a heightened outlook of what is happening as far as the weather is concerned, and keep your ears peeled within the next few hours or day to see what is coming out of the Met Office. Because, to repeat, we have had so much water on the ground today because of the long hours of rainfall, and any more contribution to that within the next 24 to 48 hours would, of course, increase the likelihood for street and flash floodings, and also landslips or landslides.
All right, thank you so much for that update, Mr. Benjamin. Thank you so much for always taking the time to at least share that vital information with us. And we would also advise that all our members, all our listeners, please take that precaution. And as Mr. Benjamin said, keep peeled to the Met Office for any updates as we go into the weekend. Again, Mr. Benjamin, thanks so much for your time.
Okay, be safe all, and please take care.
Thank you.
All right.
What does that mean for our cricket boy? Are we going to have a washout?
Boy, it's a shame that rain is the only thing. that stops
that
cricket.
might be a good excuse, because we haven't really been winning. So
I thought you said you
always say that.
I thought you were making a formula. I thought you were prepping something.
Listen, Papa Andy could predict. Papa Andy cannot give any medication, give any extra talent to these guys. These guys are failing us. Well, they have been failing us. I've seen that they put out a headline that they say that the board has chosen a strong team moving forward for the last couple of games here in Trinidad. But as I say, probably could just be a good way. If it rains heavily, we could always say that because of the rain, we couldn't beat Pakistan, boy. We couldn't get them some good licks.
Right.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon.
Well, thanks for that information related to Mr. Benjamin. Right now, rain falling like Lendek is in Aruka.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. You just have, this is the act of God. You can, if you don't like when rain falls, you like when the sun shines.
It's just part of nature. Nature habitats.
The rain has work to do. And then, let me say something to you. Some people complain, we ain't getting no water, but they wouldn't put out a cup to get some water. They won't put out a drum to collect some water, and the rain don't fall. We ain't getting no water, but rain falling away.
Look how much rain falling. Them drum go fill up quick.
Collect some water, now get a barrel. So long all they complain, get a barrel or some kind of thing. Listen, I was going up to Connecticut sometime, and I see people collecting water, taking water out of the barrel, it's outhouse in Connecticut and thing, So the village in Trinidad, they're all about the place. It's only like in New York and all them kind of places, houses, But some other places in America is outhouse and you have to go by pipe for water. Yeah. Anyway, about the rooms and taking the place. You see me? I have a that go with them kind of thing. I stand up by a restaurant waiting for a lady one time. And a fella come there and he stopped there for a little while, he stand up for a little while, and he opened the car trunk. He take out a little box and thing. And he put the box in the car trunk, he stay for a little while and he come in. So by that time, the lady come. So I go in the drugstore, I go in the restaurant. He come in the restaurant with the box. And put the restaurant and the box on top of the restaurant counter and open the box and tell the Chinese man, I'm coming back to the restaurant just now. So people now will think the man cooking cat inside there.
Wow.
You say so, people can be mischievous.
Wow.
Ooh.
I know people work with cockroaches in the thing they eat food. When they almost done eat the food, they say, look at that cockroach in the plate, all kind of thing. These people, they're very dangerous, I mean, they mean to say that they have unsanitary places. But at the same time, be careful what people doing these days, man.
Wow.
I know that the people are trying to go up to everybody. Just take care. Just remember to give somebody something and say nothing about it. Just share. Give somebody say nothing about it.
I'm holding that to you, man. I'm holding that to you that you will give something to somebody and complain because I waiting for them mangoes.
What's that mango on the ground there? I know plenty of some mango outside when you pick up and put inside trouble.
You see trouble.
Ah, boy.
All right, well, thanks so much for your contribution, though.
Yeah, my brother.
Thank you.
Walk tall and stay loose.
Nice. We build a nation together. Let me also say good afternoon going on to all our members locked on our YouTube, streaming us live. Good afternoon, Reed. How are you? I hope that you're having a good day so far. Keeping dry, obviously. Oh yes, oh yes. Shout out to Miss Arima as well.
I saw something significant that happened this week actually. And it kind of might have gone over a couple of people's heads. But just after, in light of emancipation, The city of Port of Spain actually removed a statue of Christopher Columbus in Independence Square.
They remove it, or they intend to remove it?
It's been removed. I don't think so, I believe it's been removed because I saw the.
It's going to the museum. They want to put it into a museum.
Yes, I think I just saw a clip here. Let me go back and ensure, because they were doing a form of spiritual cleansing of the area. Let me look and see. Yeah, no, it's removed.
They removed it?
Yeah. I knew someone that was actually invited to the ceremony of it being removed. It is officially been removed.
Papa.
Yeah. So,
they're sticking, boy. That things. Anyways, people doesn't know what they want. Yeah, just like people doesn't know what they want to spend money on, what they want to complain on. Because if it's one thing I know many fellas in Trinidad and Tobago don't complain on, is when a girl decide to get them all dance. which man complaining? Unless that man a little fruity.
I mean,
if he fruity, he might complain.
No, he won't. Fruity men love to dance with women.
You think so?
They love dancing with women. They whine. Matter of fact, women love to whine on fruity men.
All right. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Benjamin here. Somebody tried to call me, but I cut it off by mistake.
Oh no, probably I was calling you from probably one of our other lines. This is actually live on the radio.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, no problem. Yeah, no problem. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome. Hello. KFC.
KFC, we can't hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I say like you pocket dial us out because you know long we balling out. Good afternoon, member.
No, what I say take our next call. What the phone was down there. Good afternoon, DJ Anderson and Dream.
What's
up? Are you sounding like? Are you sounding like you're by the Balize also?
Well, it's really ring on my hands down, yeah, boy.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So we're going with the CPAP. We're going with the CPAP. Has go roll?
It looks so. They call some names on the board and things.
Some people have some questions to answer.
Yeah.
But I know one or two of them board members and them.
You don't have to call any names.
You don't have to call no name.
Yeah, you don't call no names, right?
Yeah.
But I hear the Christopher Columbus statue to pull it down.
Yes, it's gone. It's officially gone. There's a clip here. Well, if you go online, you'll see a clip of some First Peoples that actually was doing a cleansing of the grounds and thing.
And they're gonna put it in a museum?
No, they taken the statue and putting it in the museum, in the National Museum. I'm not sure what they were replacing it with.
Hey,
sir.
Sir,
you know what the museum is, right?
Oh gosh.
You just wait for a moment, eh?
Yeah. Yesterday I heard them too on the Third Empire. They were asking where the document for Uncle Jack. That document with the whole extradition. They're saying they're looking for the document. KFC called in and tell them that how he believed that it's probably in Balize house. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hey, good evening, DJ Anderson. These echoes.
Hi,
Echoes. What up?
Good afternoon.
Hey, when I was in Trinidad, living in Trinidad, I was young, right? Small. You know what juice I drink from people with bottle to pick up from the streets?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, because those when you go and buy doubles and thing long time, it's still probably have people who just do it. It's old Coca-Cola and Apple J glass bottle.
Right.
They put in making fresh juice.
Right.
And they put in a kind of plastic cover on it. Not so Echoes and ours?
Yeah, and what's you know when you go by the China man, the sandwich ain't tasting good, but once he fly those sit down on it.
Wow.
No, that one. Nah, I remember that one.
Nah.
Ask anybody when the parents take you out on the streets. Let me tell you something. It's only now people get conscious health
wow.
in a violation. How much pipe water you drink in your lifetime?
Oh, nah,
I've drank enough pipe water. I have drank enough pipe water.
I can't.
And they grow up healthy and strong?
Yeah, nothing never happened to me.
Like a lion?
Yeah, but the problem with Hashim is a white boy, you know.
And I'm okay with that.
You know,
I okay with that.
He just drink only filtered water. Filtered.
I okay with that.
Yeah.
The dream, when you drink that pipe water, what do you think you have all the stamina for? Check yourself, eh?
My stamina just fine.
No, but but Echoes, you know what? Hashim need to drink the pipe water. Because once he started drinking the pipe water, he will then be able to have a parrot on a stick.
What the hell?
But thanks so much for your contribution, sir. Yeah,
guys, we gotta take a break. I know you're calling. We had to take those residual calls in the next hour.
Yeah.
We got what is not a crime but should be a crime in the next hour. So guys, stick and stay for that. We have some bills to pay. Don't go anywhere.
Because this is our land.
views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Get interactive with us. Call now and be part of the show. Don't miss out. Dial 466-5391 or 342-0081 and join the conversation today. The Street 919 FM, where your opinion matters.
All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
Right time this definitely fly. Imagine that we are in our last and final hour.
When the weather is right.
Just about 6 minutes past of 3 o'clock, Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon to all our members.
Come, let us sit and try to relate.
Whichever part of the world you're locked on right now, good afternoon going on to you guys. Shout out to all our members locked on in Marabella, Chagones, Claxton Bay, Sandy Grande, Arima, Valencia, also in the West Dago Martin, Caranage.
That is the main foundation.
Good afternoon going out to all of you, and let us say good afternoon going out to all our members locked on again on YouTube, our website www.thestreet919fm.com. Good afternoon, guys. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Let everyone know that the council is on. And yeah, we're in our last and final hour. What is not a crime and should be considered a crime. By now, you guys should know how this last hour works. And I'm sure that you guys have some crimes, or what should be considered a crime. Feel free to call in and share those with us. Those numbers again are 342-0081 and also 466-5391. And you could also send your voice notes as well. Let me also say good afternoon going on to Mr. President. Missing in action, but I hope that everything is well.
Anybody that has a contact, let us know what's going on with him.
Yeah, let's
check up on
Mr. President. Let's make sure he's all right.
Not heard from him for the week.
Yeah.
So
also, let me say good afternoon going on to Panadol. I haven't heard from Panadol in a while too.
Truckman either.
Trucky. You know, but I know Trucky is locked on and
hey, listen, there it is. Listen right through, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, again, they just fail to check in every now and again. You know. If we was your parents, we'd have kicked you all out the house because
you're not checking in.
You're not checking in. What business all you have coming in this house? And you're not checking in with nobody. Come on now.
Good afternoon again, Dr. Wakanda. The people of Trinidad and Tobago should express gratitude to the U.S. President Donald Trump for dispatching the medical ship to assist the nations. All hail the fearless leader, Donald Trump. All right, okay. All right. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hello, Anders.
Hi, afternoon.
I speak to Panalon on a regular basis. So he's all right.
Well, thanks so much for letting us know.
He's gainfully employed right now, so that's why he's not in it.
Okay.
I like that.
Well, thank you so much for at least letting us know.
Okay, buddy.
All right. Discipline, tolerance, and you know, it's a very important thing to be able to check up on your friends, your neighbors. You know, it does not take anything out of your pocket to to check up on persons. So just make sure that they're alright. You know, some persons are literally going through their personal battles, and sometimes you know they find it hard to share. So you know, it's always good to check in with them. And I'm glad to know that we have that sort of family within the Street 919 FM that, you know, you guys could at least check up on each other and make sure everyone is doing fine. And we're glad to know that everything is good with Panadol. Dr. Dream, my question is this. Why was there not a public outcry when the previous administration laid off thousands of employees from the refinery? Make it make sense. The Balize Mats, not Matson. Also, whether to make the next generation of Trinidad and Tobago. That's coming from Dr. Wakanda.
Does you want me to answer that question?
Well, he did say, Dr. Dream, so...
I can't tell you why there was no outcry. Maybe there was and we didn't hear about it. I for sure was not around at that time, so I cannot speak for the outcry of those people. And if there was not, well, we live in a very hypocritic world.
You know what I would say? Ask me about if this program was running within that period and you put that question to me, then I might have been able to respond correctly.
Yeah.
But we weren't here carrying on this sort of program
at that time.
You wouldn't have known if it is that we may have been some of those persons that might have raised the issue. But I think that there were a lot of persons who would have raised the issue with it during that period when the refinery was closed and so forth. But you know what? I believe that the new administration, this new government, their intention is to reopen the refinery. They have already put a board together which is supposed to give a report, I think, sometime by October.
Yep.
If it is that it is, it's going to be valuable, profitable to reopen the refinery, and we wait to see exactly what that report says. Even though my honest opinion on that is another waste of taxpayers' money, because we always hire in board, putting committees together, and sometimes the results, boy, it doesn't make much sense. We put a whole board, a whole committee together to even to go through exactly what happened to the divers and so forth, and after months and months, after so much money was spent,
nothing.
What really came out of that? That's just my opinion, and I think I am of the position that I could share and give you guys my opinion. That I just find that sometimes some of these committees and boards that are put together are literally a waste of taxpayers' money. Sometimes we know the truth. We know the truth, but we doesn't want to admit it because we so want to support an agenda. Easy money to make, yeah?
Yeah. Well, it's just the blind loyalty, Conversations for another time.
What is it a crime and should be considered a crime is when I requested DJ to play Bob the Builder for all the ladies in Trinidad and they playing something else. Note, Trinidad and Tobago is now a Bob the Builder nation. Okay, last week Friday he did ask, I believe so, he did ask
and you ain't giving Bob the Builder?
No, but by the time I saw the message, remember, it was me alone.
Was that
By the time
Phoenix?
I saw the message,
was that Phoenix?
No, that is Wakanda Self.
Wakanda Self.
By the
wow,
time I
okay.
saw the message, I was already going down a certain road, and I had ended that session and was coming to end the program anyways. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
How are you going?
I'm all right.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, the previous administration sent home these workers.
Remember, I don't know if it is that you could probably just change the location. You're coming in a little greeny. I'm not too sure why.
And soft.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, before the refining operation was closed down, not petrol train. So he making a mistake. The refining operation was closed down.
Correct.
Exploration and production continued up to today. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why people don't say petrol train closed down. But anyway, those workers was informed before. All right?
No, you're not. And I know that there was a lot of different consultations, and then they were even offered visa packages and all of these different things. So it wasn't just a complete.
The union was informed before.
Mm-hmm.
They received all their severance. Okay? And they was given a reason why the refinery was closing down, because there was a strain on the treasury that was costing us $2 billion every year. That is what the previous government said. Okay? This home issue with CPEP is a totally different thing. You understand? So that you can't put the two together. It's totally different. Okay? Totally different.
All right. Thank you so much.
And in the mid-year review, they asked for $60 million more to continue the same CPEP what they closed down. All right?
Actually, they did ask for additional, but you know, the question was also raised as to what that money was requested for. You know, if it is that obviously the workers would have been sent home, and some said that it probably was to pay outstanding bills, but
that $60 million, according to the mid-year review and the Minister of Finance, was to handle CPEP, which includes, in my understanding, everything in its entirety until the end of the fiscal year. All right?
All right. Well, thanks so much for your contribution.
So although they took that $60 million, they closed them down, what a month now or whatever. The point I'm making is just you can't compare the two. Okay?
All right. Thank you so much, member, for your contribution.
This is common sense. This is no politics. Later.
Thank you. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hi, good day, sir.
Good afternoon.
Just as the gentleman said, I may not be no fan of Dr. Rowley, but Dr. Rowley never closed down Petrotrade. He only closed down the refinery aspect.
Right.
And out of that, it have 3 refinery workers working in the company where I work. And they said it was one of the best decisions for them. And they could explain why, but they were in the belly of the beast. So I just listen to things, I just listen to people speak things. I mean, let him ask that sooner. Everybody saying the close down Petrotrade never closed down. Because Petrotrade supplies our company, the company I work for, and others. So when people say the close down Petrotrade, I have watched. And to come on the airways and talk that like it is so, come on, that is not the truth. And listen to me, if I run in a business and making $1,000 every day, and it costs enough $5,000 to run, let it not much for them. Listen, I ain't saying they could have looked at other avenues in which they could have dealt with it. But listening to the workers who came from there, they say it's the best thing for them ever happened to them. I'm listening. Just after Dr. Rowley made that decision, oil dropped below US at $1 barrel. So what do you think would have happened then if he didn't do it? So people will be talking things, but they need to get facts, not dance with opinions. I don't want nobody having it like this shafball for. Facts about stubborn things and facts are part of truth. Get the truth, get the facts, bring the truth, that it could sink in and it could leave a footprint. Not a propaganda machine just running. Don't make sense.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution, member. And you know, it's good to know that our members are listening. And as I said, you know, some of you would have better information. Your research might be better than mine and Hashimona on certain topics. And we definitely welcome you guys and thank you so much for being able to inform us of the information.
For sure.
And as I say too, a lot of persons out here, you know, again, it's because of an agenda, it's because of a party that they support, that sometimes they overlook the facts, you know, that is actually out there in the public domain. Hi, good afternoon, member, welcome.
Hi, I just said to something. On Morning Edition,
right.
The interview Kevin Ramnarayan at the time, he was the energy minister.
Yes.
And you know what he said? That very few people, and I believe I saved this clip to send it back on social media. They asked him about the decision Dr. Rowley made. You know what his response? And are there anybody to call in and challenge that? He said anybody coming in office when coming to Petrochin would have to take some drastic action to save his head. But Dr. Rowley got testicular 42. He has vaginal 42.
Wow.
Wait, he has. I don't want to say that word.
Interesting, eh?
The stress is on the A, not the.
Sometimes you see when certain individuals have to sing for the supper, sometimes the song does change. You know, 1 minute they will say, it's a good thing. It's good what they do.
Of course.
But then when they realize that, wait now, is there an opportunity that I could earn some cream? Is it an opportunity that I could earn some of that dust? They change your tune. They remix.
Now the election bacchanal.
All of a sudden now it is good.
All of a sudden. But that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Anybody ever follow? If you ever follow, you follow American politics. When Obama was still president, and it had a member of the Supreme Court died, and they hold their positions. When they hold those positions, they hold them for life. So a seat opened up when Obama was still president, and the Republican leader, Mitch McConnell, said it would be improper in an election year for the president to fill a seat on the Supreme Court. And then when Trump reached in office and the same thing happened, you know what he say?
What's that?
We'd fill it. Yeah, because he had his president in office then. So of course, Trump must fill that seat in an election year before he leaves.
It's like a relationship too, in a Hashim. Imagine your father coming to you to tell you your girlfriend come to tell him that you cheating, you unfair, you're cheating, you're going out there and you're going in other places to eat and you're not only
She tell my father that.
She tell your father that, and your father come now and say, hey, what kind of thing you doing? That's not what I raised here and blah blah blah, whatever. But you know your father doing your mother that? Hear this.
Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved. But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it.
Well, I think it's joke. I lie. How much people will come to you? Come to you, even you might have friends too, to tell you about no, that's not the life to live. Live a good life. Don't cheat. Don't do this. Don't do that.
They might be telling you from a perspective, don't be like me.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. But them doing it, Them doing it on air. They're still doing it. A drinker never tell you about don't drink.
Nah. Nah.
I know people who are alcoholics.
A drinker does always try to put a drink in my hand.
I know alcoholics who will tell you they tongue heavy. They could barely stand up and tell you about
and they tell you don't. And they tell you don't drink.
Yeah, don't drink,
Don't be like me.
Don't be like me, They won't change. They won't change for nothing.
So it's cool. It's cool if they keep destroying themselves, but you don't do it.
Yeah.
You? You see you? You see you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'll ring your mother for you.
This is how some people believe that they set an example. They could do it, but they'll advise people not to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Do as I say, not as I do. And that is a crime.
That goes back to some sayings here within Trinidad and Tobago, because I realized that when I said one a while ago, you was asking me. So
right.
I would like persons to even share some with us. What's some of those Trini sayings that you probably believe in up to this day? You have heard it since you were a young child and you believe it up to this day. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
A young child and you believe it up to this day.
Oh, DJ Anderson.
Afternoon, KFC.
I see rain falling, all kind of creatures just come out. I see they come back, they come out back to defend the petrol chain, but petrol chain didn't close down and this close down and all kind of thing in it. When Gary Aboud come and say petrol chain was making X amount of money. Petrol chain was a burden and the state that was bringing in money since they closed down that with CS of 4X. Dr. Early come and say, but the money within the grass, the money bringing the water, them cause a burden and petrol chain. Not so right?
You had to answer that one.
Who's that?
You?
No, I have no comments at this time, sir. I'm trying to fix something here at the station, but I'm glad that you are able to give us that information.
Remember them get information from a former talk show they call Pastor Google. You know, they anymore here. So we are dream. And the journalist, young guy, do proper research.
Oh my
God. Bless.
All right, sir.
Bless,
all right,
sir. Blessing.
As I say, let me play it over for the ones that didn't hear it.
Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved. But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it.
You know, some Trini sayings. I mean, I will say it's a Trini saying, even though I've heard it elsewhere before. But
what's that?
Monkey know a tree to climb. Yeah, definitely live by that.
Give people the definition of that now. What I mean?
Of what?
Monkey know which tree to climb. What I mean?
What I mean? You know
what I mean to you?
What I mean to me?
Yeah, you know, your definition of it.
What that mean to me is that I know what is for me and I know what isn't. Right? If I see you out the road and you picking fight with a special forces unit officer, fully armed, but all you too wicked! All you too wicked! I go call my brethren for it. Which brethren that? So? So? No, sir.
They can't carry to support nobody, but yeah, good afternoon, member.
Yeah, why did the government not announce those who living from paycheck to paycheck in the CPF program will be getting their salary as usual? Then talk about reconstruct and corruption. I mean, people have trying to feed, people have more to feed. You cannot reconstruct something and put people on the breadline. That is wrong.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Thank you so much, member, for your contribution. I mean, we said that as well, you know, obviously there's a lot of persons that now would have to look at other avenues. And you know what a lot of persons will understand is that, Hashim, there is, and this is not just going to happen to persons who are at the grassroots level. There are persons who are literally, who went to school for many years, who have certificates, who are qualified for positions and have been searching months and years for jobs, haven't been able to capture, haven't been able to get the job that they are qualified for. And if persons like them are still in search for jobs, imagine for persons who are doing these kind of jobs.
Yeah.
And then you know what happens? Sometimes they reach a point where they are about to explode. You know, the pressure builds.
Yep.
You know,
it does.
The cupboards are getting more empty. The landlord is asking for the rent. They went to carry their book lists to the bookstores and so forth to get a cost. They realize how much it's going to cost. I mean, it's a lot. And that's why we had asked the question earlier on this week, you know. Could they not root out the bad apples, right? Deal with all the different allegations of ghost gangs
while still operating.
While they already have a new CEO, a new board in place. Could we not start the screening process in contractors?
We need to get some of them back out there.
There are certain requirements, even though it's a contractor. There are requirements that this contractor could literally the government, the CPEP board could say, hey, listen, part of the requirement is that the workers have to go through a screening by you and obviously by us as well before they are hired. Something. And make sure that they get a certificate of character, all of these different things. And to be able to not be rehiring, as they say, persons who are, you know, the ghost gang members or persons who they allege are part of gangs, criminals, whatever the case may be. But we could literally have a proper screening process going on right now, which is not going to take a whole 6 months, and try and get back people working. Because, yeah, what? School is one. Here's another thing. Christmas is around the corner. Not only that, what other celebration we have? We have Diwali.
We have Diwali, we have Republic Day, we have Independence Day, we have... We don't even have to think about holidays.
I saw a video too, Hashim, sometime last week, I think a week before, where a vendor in central Trinidad would have posted a video saying that, you know, he's just literally asking that the government, he said, please, you know, you all do something to assist, he said, because people are not shopping. You know, he said that he should clip that, you know, of Shogunas, and he said, look, you know, there's nobody really shopping or anything because people don't have money. Because the people who have money, who used to have the little money to be able to spend, it's taken away from them.
More or less.
I can't really say that for sure, but I know generally the country itself, obviously people's spending habits have changed a lot because things have been getting harder. You know, simple things as supermarket. It's not easy to make a simple meal at home. Could run you into $200-300 just to get the ingredients. Now, yes, you may be able to eat from it more than once, which is obviously a win, but it's costly.
It is.
It is very, very costly. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
The country was warned before this government came into office. Okay?
Country was what you said?
Hello?
Oh, the country was warned.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That will be going through difficult times. So what happened here now? We were told that before. You understand?
All right.
This is nothing strange. But I want to ask you all a question.
What's that?
Because all live here. What direction? All right, you are wrong here for a while. I'm not bashing no government, is a question I ask you. You tell me, what signal is this present administration sending to us? What have been said to us?
In regards...
There is a stream that will run this place. Where, tell us. You're telling us everything, but you're not telling us where you will get revenue to run this place. That is the burning question.
Ah, boy.
So when these men are in them chambers seeing people and shopping and things, that is real, that is a reality, that is real. But when they was told that we're going to go through 2 or 3 years of grind, the possible person was telling them it because they thought they know better. But these people who were saying that was there long before this administration come, and this one administration give you the impression we will fix that. I don't want to say more.
All right, thank you so much, member, for your contribution.
This business in this country, it pass red and yellow, you know. Oh, you know that? We face it. You watching the IMF and we face.
Gosh, let's not talk that talk now. Let me don't talk that talk at all. But thanks so much for your contribution. You see that talk with IMF? You see that talk with IMF?
Stay off of that. Let me stay off of that.
For to prevent anything with IMF, I would even start to sing this song because I don't want IMF. So here what I would try to sing in my head. No, serious enough. Because I prefer we winner than going day. I ain't playing that. When you look at our money, boy, which Trinidad they never went to the Big Apple and spent a TT $20.
We had a conversation about that the other day. When the Vinci Prime Minister had the same gripe about not being able to exchange
monopoly money.
Yeah.
We'll get back to it. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hey, good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
What's up?
Well, I just want to weigh in on a contribution a guy make on about Petrochem wasn't closed down. But I listened to a meeting in Barataria with the Prime Minister, the ex-Prime Minister, and he was saying that how when we closed down Petrochem, it was the best decision we ever made. So where are we going with this? Nothing is running under Petrochem at the moment. Everything is running under Paria and whatever other companies they created. So something had to be really wrong, eh? You understand?
All right.
Yeah. So
All right.
that's my conclusion.
All right. Thank you so much for your
Thanks,
contribution.
man.
Yeah.
In short, this is what I have to.
So it went through a whole reconstructing process as well. As the refinery was closed down, the other aspect of Petrotrin, it would have gone through a whole rebranding, a whole restructuring process.
Right.
So yeah, it's under Paria and there's another one as well, something Holdings or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah. Let me take this one. Hi, hi. Good afternoon, member. Welcome. Afternoon, Echoes.
Afternoon, Echoes.
Naikwan. There's Naikwan.
Naikwan.
Yeah, but how much money Naikwan owing right now the bank? Right now, people in Marabella and environs, how much time it blow up? You see, like I just get different news in America here than people is getting Trinidad or.
Boy, there's so much. Sometimes have so much different conflicting stories, you know, and a lot of persons tend to play journalists and post things online as well and so forth.
There was a Lashley report and a Solomon report to say to reconstruct Petrotrin. There's videos, even there's a video with the saying that even on CNC play that Petrotrin wasn't in the under. How much taxes the people used to pay in Petrotrin when they get paid? All that gone, all the forex gone. Then they're talking about, then we call, I was saying about when oil price was zero. That was in COVID, all over the world it was. And you see, this is thing to read the facts and to get. But anyhow, let me leave that. You know what I want to talk about? You know, you were saying about, well, let me give you a joke, you know. I had a partner. I went and checked him in Gasperlo. And when I go along in the street, you know, I see a really nice girl. So, you know, I go in the shop now because I know I see outside and, you know, I try to trial date now. I'm talking. So then, you know, my brethren telling me after when you leave now and I get your name and I give it. And, you know, but back in that time was landline, you know, you had to go by the phone booth. So, you know, we get the number and all that. So I'll be going back by my brethren, you know, to Breeze now. You know, the man tell me, boy, there's a bad thing.
I know that one. Good. I know that one.
Yeah.
You come with it. I know you're going to. Go ahead. I like it.
Go ahead.
Well, so I say, so I look off that now. So I never go show anything.
Nah, you're wrong for that.
I go long south now.
And tutus.
Going in a place named La Peak. We used to go and hang out now. I see my brethren with the girl.
Yep.
So man block, so you call them Blockadan.
Yeah.
Blockadan. Not Blackadan, eh? But Blockadan. Way boy. Pressure. Yeah, no.
Thank you so much for that contribution.
That is friends who should be considered a crime, eh?
There are plenty women who does do that too, eh?
Oh, for sure.
Plenty women.
For sure.
Don't go wrong here, He's a player.
Yeah.
He's a louse. And do you know them with the louse?
Yeah. Because they'll be right up under them the next time you see them. And then you want to be going, well, what really going on here? And they'll hit you with the, you're actually very charming, you know.
I remember sharing one of the scenes here for me. You don't miss the water till the water run dry. When you sharing your scenes, tell me what it mean and tell me what it mean to you. But I know that scene. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Good afternoon, council leaders. This is council member from LA. How you guys? I see you guys blocked me or what? Because since yesterday I tried to get in, boy, and I can't get in at all.
Really?
Nah, we never block you.
Nah, we never block you, bro.
It just be the phone lines was busy.
Yeah.
I say if I do something wrong, guys, I apologize.
Nah. We never block anybody here, but there does be heavy traffic with the members sometimes. So.
Yeah, I say what is this? Follow me, I say. So how you council leaders doing?
We going all right today, you know.
Can't complain.
Yeah, I'll leave in here tomorrow morning to head to Trinidad. Home is home for me. It doesn't matter where I is in the world. You know?
Right.
Home is home for me. You know? As I touch down is some fresh coconut water I'm gonna look for. You know?
Nice. You wait till you reach out the airport to get doubles, or you head straight to the food court?
Now, I actually, well, you know, I know where to go. You know, me going to the airport. I know.
Yeah. I sorry to tell people this, but
the food court in.
No doubles by the airport. Yeah, that's not the way to start your visit.
Wait, so the people out there can't get no business, boy. Damn.
I just do 3-4 times a year. Anyway, I want to respond. I don't like to do this. I want to respond to one of the members who called her before and asking this government not saying where they gain the revenue from.
Mm-hmm.
And then they complain, and then the city chambers of commerce complaining and saying nobody there shopping and things. People changing the habits of shopping and things now. A lot of people not shopping by stores anymore. A lot of people shopping online now because they get better deals, better bargain online. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
A lot of people doing that. A lot of people come on to these people who've been robbing people for years and years and years. When you go online and check the same price, anything you're buying there is about 3 and 4 times the price. I mean, I know you have to do a markup, right? You have to do a markup because you probably have staff to pay, maybe you have rent to pay, you know. But there's been taking advantage of people now too. He asking where this government giving the revenue from. The last 9.5 years, all we've been hearing from the last administration. Times are hard. Ban your belly. Times are hard. Did they ask the last administration, when you going to release the belt? They never asked that, right? So they mustn't be. Yes, this government know, and the population know that it's going to be a tough time. But the mistake I think this government make, in my opinion, is they make some promises on the campaign trail that I think that is going to bite them. It's going to come back to bite them. That 10% they agreed to give the public to start. That they didn't agree to give 10%. They agreed to start.
Yeah, the negotiation at 10%.
Yeah, at 10%, right? So,
but you see, remember, you see, the problem is that that thing about ban your belly, and they couldn't ask why it is, you know, when to release the belt. Is because what happened is that what a lot of people didn't realize is that I think too that they was just trying to send a message out there to persons who love to eat plenty doubles and routine to help fight obesity, you know. So that's why they tell them they haven't told them to take off the belt just yet.
Next thing too, they get so privileged. They started whenever the last administration talk. God, you could tell me if I'm wrong, It doesn't matter anywhere at home. I can tell you, home is home for me. It doesn't matter where in the world I go. Home is home for me. My family back there, so I want to see best for the country. Whenever the last administration talk to people, especially the population, they have a sense that they're always entitled and they're talking down to the population.
Right.
From the former prime minister, and come down. You remember a couple of them saying, "Why you don't eat macaroni pie? Why you going to the movies? Go back and
use it. Nah, you say use a cold spot, right?
Yeah.
Bicycle.
Yeah. Babe with blue soap by the standpipe, all kind of thing.
A minister of finance come and say, I raise gas once, I raise gas twice, I raise gas 3 times, then I racket, ha ha ha, laugh. I go listen again. Am I right or wrong, brother? That's tell me.
Nah. All of those things.
All is valid points.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Yeah.
The last member who's saying that when they get the government giving the revenue, since this government take over, you could, I mean, crime under the last the record murders in Trinidad was under the last administration in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. Go back and look at it if I'm wrong. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong or not. So you come in to say, this administration, where they getting the revenue from, where they getting the revenue from. They never ask because anytime they talk to the last administration, they will talk wrong thing. They never say, why you going to put it with the monkey put in nuts? Why you going to haul? You telling them, whenever they ask any question, the media is afraid to ask the question because he would buff them and that how he was like a terrorist. Am I right or wrong, guys? Am I right or wrong?
That was actually
I cannot speak for the rest of you for that administration. But to you, Ali, all you who feel that I was being a buffet, all you fake.
Yeah.
All you fake.
Yeah.
And as of midnight tonight, I denounce all of you.
I mean, that was a lot of persons' views on the previous prime minister.
The previous or the previous?
Previous prime minister, Dr. Rowley. There were always statements of his approach and how he would deal with the population, how he would speak to them.
Mr. Speaker.
Some of them said that sometimes they thought that he was speaking a different language. That they said that sometimes when he started to talk, all they could have heard was.
Mr. Speaker, I find your jack clasp in
no,
the thing.
I'm just saying that was the allegations that were out there.
You are jacking the thing, eh? Know yourself.
But seriously though, ministers, politicians, they don't understand and they need to be so very careful of the things that they say, because it does really hurt the population.
And how you say things.
Yeah, coming to tell persons, use cold pot, don't eat macaroni pie.
In general, just talking down to the populace as if they are beneath you is insulting.
Yeah.
Is insulting. Calling people a generation of grass cutters.
Exactly.
Saying people, what's that next one? Pinch your pennies, or you lousing them because they want to go see a movie. So only you must go see movie then. Come on, man. And every politician is guilty of that. Right? You talk down to people because you are the one in the driver's seat making the rules and making the laws. All of a sudden you think that makes you better than. You're not gonna always be in power, and you'll be subject to the whims and changes of somebody else like the rest of us one day.
Correct. I'm seeing Mr. Rima here saying the smart in oil producing companies is any rich person who gets a license to sell oil can earn oil money on the international market. The government are not. That's why I don't like to read from this.
Are not the only ones.
Yeah, they have this kind of block. How it shows up here.
Yeah.
On my side, so I doesn't be able to see all what.
Yeah, she says it's not the only ones who is selling oil. Bacchanal.
Shout out to you, Mr. Rima.
Yeah,
so all our members that are locked on.
Miss Patricia, big up yourself. Gordon, good afternoon.
Yeah. Thank you guys for being a part of the show and contributing as well via sending your messages.
We got a couple Trini sayings here. Before we close out. When your neighbor house on fire, wet your own.
When your neighbor house on fire,
wet your own.
Right.
What if trouble reach someone close to you, take precautions before it reaches you. You have every rope have two ends. It's two sides to every story.
All crab find a hole. You ever hear that one?
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Everyone finds their place. Everyone have to seek their own interest in life. After joy
come sorrow. Lord.
After partying and having a good time, sorrow usually comes. Commonly told to children when they are ramping recklessly, which usually ends up with one of them being hurt.
I believe the elders call it gallivanting. You ever hear this one? Long rope for MAGA goat.
Yeah. iron while it's hot.
Yeah.
And that goes for every Trinidadian, everyone that are listening right now. You see, when you're young and vibrant, what you could do now? Don't leave it for tomorrow. Beat that iron while it's hot. Don't waste time. Make sure
just make
of
sure
the
that
opportunities you have now and take advantage of it.
Just make sure that iron don't produce any little flecks on the ground, and you know, especially if you're not ready for that kind of thing. Yeah. Ooh, here's one. Oh God, where you going? Don't hang your clothes where breeze blowing. Basically, do not expose your business in risky places.
I've never really heard this one before, but behind back is dog.
Behind
back is dog. Before face is Mr. Dog. And it says that people will gossip about you when you're really not around and speak to you nicely when
in
you're
your
really
presence.
in their company.
Yeah, I caught that one. Clock that, as they like to say. Clock that. Pinch.
And one that Trinis love to say. Better belly boss than good food waste. You see me eating my 14 doubles. You're complaining. Better belly boss
than good food waste.
Good food waste.
We just had a story yesterday about how doubles turn sour. When doubles turn sour?
Correct.
Okay then.
It is better to overeat than to let good food go to waste. An expression of greed.
Never hang your hat where your hand can't reach.
Never hang your?
Never hang your hat where your hand can't reach.
Yeah. I know that one.
Live within your means. Like the person say, what? Champagne taste with more money.
Correct. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Rocket here. One of my old-time favorite is from Sister Lou from Jamaica. You know, she's a folklorist.
Right.
She said, one finger can't kill flea. You understand? One finger, that's all they say. One finger cannot kill flea.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Yeah, that means, and next one I like is look before you leap. Well, that is a local one, yeah. Look before you leap. Yeah. Well, my name is say, although that's in the Bible, he said he cannot be all things. He cannot be all things to all men. You understand?
Fair.
Yeah. So that's about it with that. You know, I like all the different aspects and things.
All right.
Sure.
Thank you so much for your contribution.
Thanks, Mr. Rocket.
Okay, good.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. You remind me, as he said that one pinch flea, I know this one from back home. One hand can't clap.
Yeah. One of my favorites, and I'm saying this, and I hope it will pass over some of our heads. Cockroach have no right
in fall party. Know your place.
People should not involve themselves in matters where they're really not welcomed.
I see one here that I really like. Ants follow fat. People are drawn to where they see opportunity and benefit.
And nobody who grew up in Trinidad, I don't know if it's a Caribbean thing, but I know positively in Trinidad. Once you grow up in Trinidad as a child, you must have heard this. Common sense, make before book sense.
Not
all knowledge and reasoning can be gained from a book. Experience sometimes is the greater teacher.
I think some of y'all need to remember that sometimes.
Let me see if I can squeeze in this one because we was picking up this person earlier on. Good afternoon, Chucky.
Hey, great.
We are here from you in a while, boy, but we know that you're wrong.
Yeah, you gotta be quick though. We only got a few seconds.
Yeah. I'll leave it all with my father. What my father's always said to this day still.
Alright.
Every pot must learn to put on its own bottom. Start their responsibilities.
I
like that. I like that. Every pot.
Every pot must what?
Must learn to sit on its own bottom.
Must learn to sit on its own bottom.
I like that. I like that.
That's an excellent one.
Whether your bottom big, bottom small, you must learn to sit down on your own pancake. Thanks, Chucky.
Bumpus.
Nice. I know this one want to say something. Quickly, sir.
Oh, DJ Anderson and DJ Dream.
Quick, we gotta go.
All the better let me throw them safe.
Nice.
You know what I like?
What's that?
When they asking us what your question, Uncle Jack say, ask your mother.
Hey! And with that, guys. Oh God, front of the castle KC, 2 days.
What?
2 days, boy. What? Alright guys, we gotta go, we gotta leave. The third umpire is coming up next, and of course we'll be back, Gospel Life, same time, same place tomorrow for another session.
I know the third umpire and them, they were looking to see what hanging around the places, and they talk about, you know, in Trinidad we have a rat problem. I hope them are bringing no rat inside the street diver
Better not.
To eat none
Better
of the
not.
people here.
And no maggots either.
You guys keep it locked. The third umpire, they're coming up next, and they're taking you guys straight to 7 with a great show. All right, same time tomorrow, and we're going to give you guys some music tomorrow as well, so you guys can look out for that, yeah? Keep it locked.